Yo, yo, yiggity, yo! What up? It is great to see the Guppy Fish. Today is July 31st, Harry Potter's birthday! So, all you Harry Potter fans and J.K. Rowling fans out there, you're not alone. I ate a piece of rolled pie for him today. It's his birthday. I wish you all a magical day. We're listening to Yellow Card Ocean Avenue. I don't know if you can hear it. I don't know if you can ever hear it, really. My computer is a piece of shit because I can't figure out Windows 8 at all. So the camera that I usually use to upload these videos is broken. Like every time I click on this stupid tile, it just it like goes back to the main screen. Like it'll pull up the thing, it'll say video web camera, and then it'll just go back to the screen because it's a douche and I'm technologically retarded. So yeah. Today's video rant is a little bitty bit about the South and how much I hate it. There's pros and cons necessarily. To start, it is raining right now. This morning, it was sunny, hot as fuck, humid as balls, kind of nice out, but like it was a really sticky day, if you will. And I'm like, alright, well, today's a really good day, get my laundry done before I leave. So I can pack up all my laundry, put it in vacuum bags, cool space bags, and I'm trying to get all my shit in. So I wash my laundry, and I go to hang it out on the line. I look outside, like I step out the front door, didn't even check, because I'm like, hey, the weather's still the same, whatever. I'm still used to Vegas weather where it never rains. I sit outside and it's just like, bam, it starts drizzling. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So now my jeans are hanging up on my shutters. I have a pile of clothes on my bed underneath that sheet. I have, like, skirts and shit just hanging up everywhere. Inside that closet is all kinds of shit. I should hang it up in my bathroom. I have a sheet over chairs so it looks like a fort, just so it'll dry. It's fucking ridiculous. On top of the fact my room is kind of a mess because I'm in the midst of packing everything up and making it fit, so it doesn't look like I'm hoarding anything when customs go through my stuff. It really just comes down to the fact that the South is the biggest problem to me, and it tops the bigots, it tops the racists, it tops it all, is the motherfucking, no, I take that back. Second place is the weather. First place is the fucking wildlife. The wildlife has its good side and it has its bad side. On the good side, it's got great scenery. It's a good experience to just see, animals in their natural habitat. The coolest thing in the world is to watch a deer, just chill on the side of the road and eat some leaves and shit. Or run across the road when you're trying to drive in the middle of the night. You don't see them till the last minute and you slam on your brakes and then whatever you have in your hand goes flying, stuff goes out the window because you put it on the dashboard while you were doing something with whatever's in your hands that then spill all over you. But the wildlife is crazy here, and I fucking hate it too. I'm at my friend Lucky's house, and behind their trailer is like this huge meadow of just like a bunch of weed-looking things, like fern almost. But they're not fern. They also have like bushes and shit. Like it's just a meadow, and fucking past it is this huge just chunk of fucking land that's all wood, woodlands. And I'm like, alright, I'm in the South. It's the woods. I got knives, a backpack, and shoes on. Let's go exploring. Lucky doesn't want to go because Lucky, I later realized, was smart, but at the time I thought was an asshole. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go explore all by myself. Adventure time. I get there and I'm like, alright, walk through all this brush and it's bullshit. So I'm like, fuck this, and I go around to where there's like this shitty trailer that looks like that house on the movie Wrong Turn. I don't know if you ever saw that. It's scary as fuck. But it's like this junkyard and like 3 or 4 trailers that are all like rotted and this old school house shack thing. Crazy. So I go past all that, and I'm like, oh, this is so pretty. This is, awesome. There's, like, leaves everywhere, and the layer of, like, forest floorness that's all like old dead leaves and soil. It smells really nice. I'm happy, whatever. For about 3 seconds as I'm walking in the woods, and then I hit a spider web. And you know that moment when you walk into a spider web and you do about an hour of Tai Chi in a 3 to 7 second period? That's what happened. And if you don't know, 4 of the most deadliest spiders in the world live here in the South, in Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, and Florida. This whole shit, this chunk of swampy evilness that I live in, is like, it's like walking into the lion's den. I'd rather be punched in the face by Mike Tyson than ever live here again. The scenery, like I said, is beautiful. It's peaceful as fuck. You know, there's a lake a block away from my house where people fish, and there's like this old man-made dam thing you can chill at and watch the water, and there's turtles everywhere, which I've almost caught before fishing with chicken liver, trying to catch a fish. And there's a fucking dragon in that lake. The other thing about the wildlife here is you don't know what the fuck it is. You never know what the fuck it is, because the second you see it, it disappears, or it's like semi-hidden as you see it. So it's like just moving around, but it's still hidden. And it's bullshit. Because the first time I go fishing was with this fat guy in a boat who was like, hey, you've never fished before, let me take you fishing. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. You know, random stranger asked me to get in his boat, why not? And we're fishing, and I'm chilling. We get to the back of the little lake thing where there's a bridge that goes over this road, and then the creek goes under it and goes into the rest of the woods, like a swamp or whatever. And I see something in the water. And at first I thought it was like a fish coming up, you know? But no, it was chilling, and it was just moving around. And maybe I thought maybe it was a snake or an alligator or something. But then I saw the fans, like all along its back were just fans, and it was long as fuck, dude. And that's all I saw, just wiggling in the water, like just going back and forth, like it was just snailing around. I was happy. And I'm freaking out. I was like, do you fucking see that? And Mike's like, yeah, it's a carp. And I'm like, no, it's fucking not. I'm from Las Vegas, where the biggest, most disgusting dead body filled lake ever is full of carp. I've seen carp. They don't have fins. They're not 16 feet long. I know what the fuck carp looks like. And he's like, no, it's a carp. It's whatever. And I'm freaking out. Okay, at this point, I go home, and I'm like, what the fuck was in the water? It was called a garfish. At this time, I've developed a theory that it's a dragon, that there's a fucking dragon in the lake. And I'm not ever going in it again. I don't care if I'm in a boat. I don't care if I have a fucking harpoon. I'm not going in it. And, you know, the next day I still went fishing just because it was fun. But if you've ever seen a garfish, it looks like a dragon. Like, it's got this snout, and there's, like, teeth, and they're really fucking mean, and they're really long, and they have fans all down their back, and they're mean as fuck. And they're just like, you know? It was probably the worst description ever of a garfish, but also the best. But to top it all off, once I know it's a garfish, I'm like, alright, whatever. And back to the story, I'm in the woods, the spider web and everything, and I'm like, fuck this, I see mushrooms all on the ground, I'm like, oh dude, this is cool as fuck. But then I realized that you can't just pick random mushrooms and eat them in the hopes that they'll make you trip balls, because not all mushrooms are your friend. This is not Alice in Wonderland. That bitch should have died, scientifically speaking, because just eating random mushrooms would probably kill you. Especially if you took directions and advice from a caterpillar, because then you are definitely insane. But, so I'm following these mushrooms, and I see a butterfly, and my dumb ADD ass just goes chasing after a butterfly. And then I get to this clearing, past the woods, and there's like this meadow, it's really peaceful, it's beautiful, I'm still chasing the fucking butterfly. I'm sorry, my nose is just so bad, I've been cleaning all day, there's dust everywhere, I look like a cokehead, but really, I promise, I swear, it's fucking dust. On top of the fact I'm already sick. But I'm chasing this butterfly, and I hear something, and I turn, and it looked like a dog, and I knew it wasn't a dog, because I know that on this land there are coyotes. Lucky has seen them, Lucky has heard them, people have been chased by them while getting into their car, there are coyotes everywhere here. I see it, and I'm like, oh shit. and then it like ducks down and its fur gets all big, and I'm like, holy effing fuck, I'm gonna die. Then I put my hand on my throwing knives that were on my side, and I fucking backed up really slow, and it started growling, and I was like, oh fuck, so I turned and I dipped. I ran faster than a fat kid after a crispy blah, 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 blah. Let me try that again. I turned around and I dipped faster than a fat kid after a Krispy Kreme truck. You don't even fucking understand. It was crazy. So I'm running like this whole way. I've ran farther and faster than I've ever run in my life because, again, I'm a fucking fat kid. And I finally get to Lucky's door and I'm like, holy shit. And I turn around, it's not there, but their dog is gone. Both of the dogs are gone, and I'm freaking out. Lucky's like, where are the dogs? And I'm like, I don't know. And Lucky's like, oh, are you okay? I was like, no. I tell them what happened, and it's just bullshit. Just bottom line, the South is crazy. The people are crazy. The weather is crazy. The animals are crazy. There are leaves here that if you touch, you can die. There are mushrooms here that if you step on and the puff comes up, you can die. They're called devil's breath or something. It's like, it looks like a brain. Like, it's huge and brown and just like this big, like, bulb, if you will, that pops up out of the ground. It's got little holes in it. You step on it, and this black dust comes up out of it. And if you breathe it in, you can fucking die. You will die. I found one. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was an empty wasp nest or something. So I kicked it. My dumb ass kicks it because I'm curious and adventurous, and I'm thinking, hey, it can't fucking kill me. It's empty. It's an empty wasp nest. And the worst thing that happened is if it was full of wasps, I would have ran like a fat kid after a Krispy Kreme truck. I don't know what it is until I talk to my stepdad. And then on top of the fact that we have werewolves here, which I will talk about in another video blog because I'm running out of time. Limelight for this week is just really kind of small. This limelight goes out to my dear friend Tim Kennedy, who recently complimented me on my video blogs. The only person who has probably watched my video blogs in months that wasn't by accident. He's awesome. He works at a plasma donation place. Hates his fucking job, and I'm probably gonna start doing a series of like video blogs at his work, talking to the people who work there and the people who donate there, and just like, you know, trolling around like a weirdo with no life, like me. Yeah, fuck it. Now you got a video camera, you got people, why not? So yeah, this week's limelight goes out to motherfucking Tim Kennedy. Yo. Alright, that's pretty much it. None of you motherfuckers ever do my challenges or trivia questions, so nobody gets them up in basket, because I get nothing from you fucks. As I said before in my last video that I said was going to be my last video, because nobody gives me nothing. But I have no life, alas, and I keep making these videos because it's fun, and I just like to make little, you know, for people who actually do watch them, such as Tim Kennedy and my friend Hugo, who only watches them because he's awesome and works late, I guess. It's just, you fucks, like, don't understand how much effort it takes to make these videos. You have to think about a topic, think of some funny, witty, clever things to say. You have to think about questions, limelights, or what have you. You know, Jenna Marbles doesn't live for video blogs. She has a very busy life. She has a very busy life. She puts time aside every Wednesday to make you motherfuckers videos. I do the same thing. Only when I get nothing from you, it's either because I am, alas, a lame-o with no life and not as funny as I think I am, which I will talk about next week. I don't even know where I was going with it. All I know is you guys are assholes because you don't repost, you don't comment, you don't request. Fuck all of you. Go step on the Lego and get stabbed in the eyeball with a really hot french fry. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. So, yeah. When I say Hillshire, you say Farms, Hillshire. Go meet. Deuces, you stupid sons of bitches.